Hi guys, welcome to the M0NMC amateur radio satcoms and the Chaos channel from, yes, your very own Captain Chaos has been christened by the neighbour. Okay, today we're going to have a little look at some antenna analyzers that I've got lying around here and see how good they are and whether they're worth the money, and there are cheaper options, we'll have a look at that. So back over. Okay, so we've got a few here. We've got a really old school one here. It's the Procom SWR3000. I've had it for a little while. The battery pack in it was no good when I picked it up, so I put in another one. But for the purposes of the demo today, I shall be using where are we? A little power supply that I've got lying around. My magic cable, which will supply everything. So anyway, that's the first one, the Procom SWR3000. Right, so what I'll do is I'm gonna find a little load or something to put on it, or connect it to one of my antenna cables, and then we'll show you how it works. This one works on the idea of a vector diagram, so I'll switch it over to the twin cameras in a minute, and then we'll have a look. Put it on the 2-meter antenna. But right, be right back. Okay guys, right, so now what I've got is a patch lead that's coming off my collinear on top of the mast and coming down here, and then I'll put it into this analyzer, and we'll just have a look at that one there, and there we go. Right, so that's the analyzer. Unfortunately, there's no power switch on this thing. I don't know why. That's the really strange thing about it. There is no power switch. But anyway, so you just plug it in, and then it takes a second for it to go into the entry mode. So we'll just wait for that. Just takes a moment. There we go. So you got center frequency. So this is on a 2m77 set. So we put 144 in down the bottom and enter. And then it'll ask you for the span. The smallest span you can do is 10 megahertz on this thing. So enter that, and then skip the calibration. Or you can go there and let it calibrate. And there you go. It gives you a nice vector diagram, which is pretty good for that antenna. Now if I was to put it onto another frequency, let's put a center frequency of 110 in, which is way off of where it should be, and skip, and you can see, but it's pretty rubbish, although it's getting better right up at about 115. So that's basically what it does. So then you can wait for that to do its sweeps. Just wait for that one. It's a nice bit of kit, this, but as I say, the battery was no good when I got it. I bought a replacement battery from China, and unfortunately when I got it, it was already leaking and rusty inside, so I've got to get another one for it. But I just run it off an external. I mean, you make yourself a little external battery pack for it. You know, if you had this, I am going to get rid of it sooner or later, because I've got more analyzers than you can shake a stick at, and I don't really need this one anymore, although it is rather nice. Bit of old school stuff. Now this thing, there we go. Right, now it's finished its scan, so you can use this marker to move yourself up and down here and basically read off. It doesn't have an independent thing telling you what the SWR is, but then if you pop that there at 110 megahertz, then you can just look along the display and you'll be able to see where the SWR is. But yeah, I can't remember what I got it on eBay, I know that, but I can't remember how much. But I know that these things were expensive back in the day, although they're not so easy to find now. I have used it for my two. Let's put it on the center frequency for 70 sems. 433. Okay, let's see how my collinear is doing on that. Probably come up with some. Oh look, it's near enough zero all the way through, which is perfect. Although I don't bother with 70 sems, to be honest. I hardly ever use it. Do you like my shirt? Sort of goes in keeping with the nickname. I like it. I even got my YouTube cushions now. I mean, that's posh, isn't it? Look at that. And another one. Yeah. See? Getting into it all right. Anyway, that's that one. Plain and simple. Little vector meter. No biggie. Very easy to use. Comes with an N-type connection. On to front there. For goodness sake, don't transmit into it because it will be dead. Or if you put any DC in it. Battery goes inside that casing in the back there. Don't know if there's one in there at the moment, but we can have a looky. Basically, it's just a molded battery pack, very easily connected. So it's quite a hefty little bit of kit, you know. It's quite a hefty, solid bit of kit. Somebody might get that soon. Okay, now this one, I like this one. So we'll pop that one on the bench. And we'll go back to here. Flip it around. Now this one is working on batteries, as you can see. But just to save the batteries, I'm going to put the DC in. Now you switch it on, you can go straight to Analyser, and there it is. It does everything from top band to... let me turn this off a minute. How bad is that? No, it's better with the light. Okay, where's my little stand? Let's pop it under there. It does everything from top band right through all the way up to UHF. It's got the little... Oh, hang on. Let's just get this up out of the way a bit. And then maybe you can see it a bit better without all the glare. Or shall I use this light? Let's try that light instead. That's better. Right. So, up here, UHF, VHF. Here, HF. So, at the moment, HF selected. So, you can go use these up and down. If I just pop it over here a bit, so my great photograph down the corner is not in the way. But anyway, up and down, different bands. There we go. So 3, that's 80s. They're all marked here anyway. No problem. The only thing that was no good with it when I got it was the fact that these lights are really annoying. Just let me switch back and then move my annoying picture over out of the way. So if I pop that over there, so it's not actually, there we go, so pop it back, right. So now I don't have this light reflection on here, you can see things a bit better perhaps. Okay, so they're marked on the top, a bit out of focus, top band, 80 meters, 40 meters, 20 and 30, 10 and 15, 6, 2 meters, 70 sems. To get the 70 sems and the 2 meters, all you got to do is push that button to UV, and then you can change it here depending on which one you want to use. So let's pop it on the one that we had a second ago. I also had, this also came with an N-type, but I had it changed by the man who can to a SO socket, standard one, because that's the one I use it for most. So N-type wasn't a lot of good to me. Anyway, right, so you put it into VHF, and look, there you go, already. So if I put it to, trying to do this backwards. So that's set actually for the moment on UHF. So we put it up to 70 sems. If you get an output error on it, on every frequency on this thing, then that means the batteries are low. It'll work on HF, but it doesn't like VHF and UHF with low batteries. And it doesn't have a battery indicator on the front when you're in this mode either. So look, here you go. Quite acceptable. Put it to VHF, come back down. See? Nice. Tells you everything you need. I'm going to turn it off again. I'm going to turn it back on. And then you've got frequency counter. Oh, hang on. Turn that off. Right. And I'm not altogether sure what the hell this thing's for, because I've never actually bothered to use this part of it, but it's got this function on it. I don't know if it's field strength meter, I think that's what it is, but I've never bothered with it anyway. But it's got that. One problem with it when I got it is it had a weird sort of strange locking, like almost like a safe combination lock thing, like, you know, a locking knob on here. I did have it not so long ago, but anyway, it was on there and it fell off, so I just put another knob on it. Apart from that, there's nothing wrong with it. It is almost identical to the MFJ one that you can pay £250 for, but it hasn't got the analog meters, and the MFJ one doesn't do UHF. Not sure if it does VHF, but it certainly doesn't do UHF. This does everything, no problem, and about half the price or less. So, like, you know, people see these and they go, ooh, FeatureTech, not sure about that, looks a bit dodgy to me. It's not. I've had it for 6 years and it is perfectly good. If you're quick, you just push that and then you get the nice bright backlight as well. There, see, look, ooh, hang on, it's a bit too bright for the camera by the looks of it. How annoying. But anyway, the backlight works really well, as you can see. So this is my personal favourite for doing HF out of the ones that I've got. Quite affordable on a budget, and a good bit of kit that covers everything that you're likely to come across. I have got over in my junk pile here, this is the MFJ I was referring to, one of these. Can't demonstrate this one though, unfortunately, because it's knackered. It's on the repair list, but it's basically the same thing, just laid out differently, and it's got the 2 analog meters, and it costs twice as much. And I have no idea what's wrong with this one, so we shall see. Let's plug it in and find out, shall we? You're ready for the black smoke? Right, in we go. And it's powered up. Look, oh, look. Wow. How did that happen? Hang on a minute. Go to mode, coax loss, capacitance, inductance, frequency. Well, it does a lot more than the other one. But do you need all that? If you want it at the end of the day just to do SWR, then it's perfect for that. Voltage good. So let's pop the antenna on it and see. There is a lot of other functions on this thing. I'm gonna say I've only just got it a while back, and it's not even for me. Right, this is for this. It wasn't even, you know, it was just given to me as junk to try and fix. It's a bit beyond my skill set, I think, but we'll see. Now this thing should go. Yes, it does. It's on the. So where are we? See, this is where there's a problem with it. It don't work. Switch it back on. See, now I'm turning it and there's nothing going on here at all. So no. Anyway, that's the MFJ that I've got that's no good. But you see that how similar they are. Smaller, that one does more things, that one's half the price. And that does enough for most people. Unless you want to get clever. So the new one. Now this one I bought for using on the satellites because it goes all the way up to 2.4 gigahertz. And it's an excellent bit of kit that comes with instructions that absolutely does not tell you how to turn it on and off. Control and on. Right, I could have sworn that was it. Let's try it again. It's a combination of two on the front here, and I just can't remember which ones it is. Unless the battery's flat. Could be. There we go. It was those two. It was those two, but a quick push rather than a long push. So I mean, this one is a lovely bit of kit. And as I say, it does everything. It does VHF all the way up to the gigahertz range. So pretty good. So let's just bring that I have here, and then we'll just show you a bit closer. See the readout you got there? It's very, very nice. If I get it really close, will it focus? There we go. It tells you everything you need, and let's just these aeroplanes. Right, okay. So there, 300 and hold on. Well, as you can imagine, that was my delightful neighbour calling me on the radio about parcels. So anyway, right. As I say, this bit of kit is lovely. And like, we have an SWR of 400 and... is that even possible? But according to this, it is. So, there you go. Lovely. So, like, if we pop that into there, that should immediately drop the SWR down to almost nothing. And there we have it. FeatureTech 1:1, which is, so it's a lot more accurate than the other two previously. And if you want to change, like, whatever the red one is the one you change. So if we want to change that to 144, and we go 144.5, 1 to 1.26. Very nice. But it gives you quite a bit of other info, impedance as well, which is very useful. It's a nice bit of kit, but if you press memory, it'll now go onto a vector diagram, and you can change. It's very difficult to get it all focused in nicely here. Maybe if I turn this spotlight off, then you can see it a bit better. Hang on, get the shine off the window. It doesn't like focusing in that close. Maybe if I bung a light on it, maybe make it a bit easier. Anyway, look, at the end of the day, down the bottom here you've got your ranges. Start range, bottom, end. So that's your scanning range. Up there is your center marker. So if I was to, let me just adjust this, because at the moment it's set for... It's set for 13 sems, which is not a lot of good for 144 now, is it? So if we just just take that down to 144. So let's take it to 140. What on earth was that bang? You have to excuse the sort of haphazard way I put together these videos. I sort of just do things and play along with them. Okay, well that's 140 to 150. It's a shame you can't see like how. Oh yeah, it did. It's focusing in there. You see? So 140.5. Oh, I really like these webcams. Are absolute rubbish. As soon as I put it up here off the screen, then it'll focus. But you saw it there anyhow, 140.5 to 150.5, and it's got a totally flat, near enough flat, right where the 2 meter band is. So this is an excellent piece of kit. Just push that again, and that will take you back. Same thing if you want to change it to 70 stems. Just change it, and then you move across like that to whichever one you want to change. It's very simple to use. Not too cheap, can't remember how much it was now. But it's worth every penny, especially if you're messing around with Q100 satellite and you want to get your antenna all tuned in nicely and everything. Then one of these is absolutely invaluable, to be honest. So anyway, and to turn it off is simple. Button off. Comes with SMA, so like, you know, you need the old adapter there. And there is your connections at the bottom for charging, micro USB, and on the end there is your reset. I've never actually used the micro USB function. I just use the charging function, but I'll have to read the instructions about what that micro USB is for. Anyway, last but not least, now this is a beast. And it's not my beast, I might say. It's a Mini 600. And I really wish I could get rid of this glare from these lights. You know, I put nice anti-glare lights in. And look what happens. Anyway, right, so we have the Mini 600, which belongs to James next door. Let's throw the phone down in a minute. There we go. Let's pop that under there. No, it's no good. Whatever. Right, there it is. Right, so you switch it on like so. He says. He said it was charged. Oh, there it is. Hey. Now, doesn't that look cool? These things are not cheap, but they are absolutely worth it. It's just, I would have one myself if it wasn't for the fact that I'm snowed under with analyzers as it is. So we'll just pop this on here. This is 2 meter 70 stems. So we can do panoramic scan. And then you've got to set it all up again with the ranges and everything. So if I just go to scan and see what happens there. I don't know if it will have the... yeah, so at that frequency it's no good. So if you just wait a second. And... so, set up. Right, exit, find... Oh, tiddles! You have to bear with me on this one because I actually haven't used it very much. So, panoramic scan. So, no. you've got to put the frequency in. So wait for it to finish scanning. Doopy 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 doo. But it is amazing. I've seen James using it, like, and it is an amazing bit of kit. I'm just like embarrassing myself here by trying to figure out how you actually put the frequency in. Measurement mode. Don't want that, or do we? No. Find frequency. Frequency 144. 000. Okay. Spectrum. Exit. Let's see if that's changed it now on the panoramic scan. I bet it hasn't. Oh yes, it has. B scan. So right now it's I changed it to 144. I'll tell you. I will show you how to do that in a moment. But look at that. That's exactly how it should be. So if you go into exit and then you go to find frequency, spectrum, no, flannel, one band. I actually did go into the wrong one, did I? Forgot, I can't find the bit I went into. Frequency there, right, it's down there. Right, okay, let's do that again. Right, okay, cancel. So click on frequency. Duh. Right, so then I've put in 144. Oh, right, I'll have to do it again because it's changed, gone back again. So 1440. Right, and then well, I can just 2 meter band. Plus 4 megahertz either side of 144. I think that will do. So then you exit out of that and go to panoramic scan and then scan. I mean, this is only one of the multitude of functions on this thing. I mean, I've really got it. You know, like there's a little bit of a bow in it in the right place, and then you know you can use the arrow here and it will actually tell you SWR 1.1 at that frequency to 146.38. I mean, this thing can do so many things that I just wanted. I was only going to explain to you the ones that I've got, which is those 3 and that broken MFJ, and then I thought I'll pinch this off James and just give you a quick have a look at it. But it can do all kinds of interesting stuff, like multi SWR. See that? I've got it on this. I've got it on this antenna at the moment, and it's checking it out. So unfortunately, like that's on 2 meters 70 sems, no problem at all. So if I was to take, hold on, it's just like, you know, lots of things this thing can do. It is rather nice. So if I put it on the HF beam, and we'll see what it can do then. You'll probably tell me that my beam is awful. So exit out of that, and then what we got? Multi SWR. Like, doesn't like top band much, does it? I'm not sure. Right, so if I put that one in as 20 meter band. Oh, right, so that's 20 meter band. See, I've got 3. It's not that good on 6 meters. We'll go here and we'll make that one the 15 meter band. And we'll make that one the 40 meter band. And we'll make that one the 80-meter band, and just to be interesting, we'll make that one the 30-meter band. Now at the moment, you'll see they're not too. They're all right. They're not too bad, but some of them are not too great. I'll switch over to the like. Surprisingly, oh, it's on the Hustler already. That's why. So we're getting pretty reasonable SWR on 40. 80's a bit high, but that depends on whereabouts it's actually looking in the band. Because if you go a little higher, it gets better. So they're not too bad. I'll switch to the beam. And then I guess I have to do it again. Hello. Oh dear. Didn't like me switching over antennas while it was working, I think. But anyway, it's back. And we go multi SWR, and this is on the beam this time, as you can tell by looking at the SWR on 40, 80 and top band. It's, well, new. Could do with tuning my beam in a little bit by the looks of it, although it doesn't seem to show that bad up on the tuning. But anyway, that's the gizmo, right? So this one is the Mini 600. And what a piece, and it's a really excellent piece of kit. So, like, you know, if you're going to go for them, these two I would recommend. Definitely. You can get rig experts, which are very nice. And like, whenever I see one of those things, it always looks like somebody's coming to read the water meter. And they're crazy money as well. This thing does some, it does everything one of them does probably, and you get it for less money. Anyway, I hope that helped. That was my daily waffle. There'll be more, but I've been meaning to put more content up on the channel for a while, but never got around to it. So I'm just doing it slowly. I've got a whole list of YouTube videos. Let's just swap back over to here. And I've got a whole list of YouTube videos that I need to do, which is going to take a while. And of course I've got to do my Q100 live stream as well. So it's all good fun, you know. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. As I say, this here belongs to my mate James, next door in the shack. Don't know if you've heard of him or not, but he does all kinds of repairs to poorly radios, and he's definitely the man. There's a link on the final page. It's got the thing going, please click here. I'm going to click underneath on the actual Facebook icon, and that will take you to his Facebook page if you want to have a look at him. He's not my sponsor, but he's a good mate, so I'll chuck him on here anyway. So, without further ado, I'll speak to everybody later on. And oh, and do you like the music? It's cool, isn't it? This is my first experimentation, by the way, using my new Stream Deck through OBS and a bit of music and all fancy GIFs and things like that. But anyway, as I say, don't forget, like down there, like, subscribe, click notifications, and then you'll find out whenever I put new content on. And over in, oops, sorry, in that corner, or oh god, that over there is James's link, if you're interested. Take it easy, people. M0NMC at the Chaos House, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.